Black Compass Media back live with another one. Shout out to the people that's out there right now. Everybody is going to see this. Tone Bro checking in. We got a very, very special interview on deck for y'all today. Polo, what up?
What's up, man? I'm a little upset right now. You know what I mean? This guy right here, the next guy we about to introduce, kind of cleaned up the Woman of the Year a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
A little bit. You know, a lot.
It was a lot. But it was a lot. I'm being honest. It was a lot.
Yeah,
it was pretty.
Yeah. So shout out to everybody. Make sure you follow us at the Black Compass. That's DA Black Compass on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit us up as well. Hit the Discord, hit the Patreon. All the information will be in there, as well as our next guest. Next guest you are familiar with because he went crazy this past weekend. Horseman. You seen him at URL. He's going to all the underground circuits and all that. He's worked his way up from the smoky rooms to this point right now, Polo. Huh?
Even though you introduced him with the Horseman, pause. But
that's his group. Yo, first of all, we got to shout out to Saga, shout out to A-War, shout out to Street as well, my brother. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, without further ado, Florida Zone, Loso, what up?
Dum 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 dum. Great, yo, whatever Woman of the Year belt they gave him, bro, I should have took that as soon as I got off stage, bro.
Oh man, yo, why did you do that?
Yeah, we gotta understand some things,
bro. It was so obviously I already had a job to do, but there was like fuel to the fire based off like media, the narrative around there. I remember, bro, when they were kind of like putting up like, yo, who's gonna come out victorious? The Kings or the Queens? Mm-hmm. People were just looking at that matchup like an automatic book for the females. Like they were like, yo, if anybody, if a queen is gonna win, it's gonna be Vixen. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, word. So I think that kind of went into my preparation for that battle.
Right. And I mean, you're the first of all, shout out to the card. The card was dope. Again, another great Kings versus Queens, right?
Yeah, this gotta be on a regular on the menu. For sure.
Absolutely. That now the approach for Vixen, right? Yeah. We could break down the rounds of things that you kind of did with that. I know we seen you before going against Shuneral, and you had some approaches there. Now, was it different? Would it have to be different now because there was different type of respect on her name? Is her being Woman of the Year? Does your approach have to sort of change? You know what I'm saying? Like.
Definitely, man. Because well, first, the last one it was a 2-on-2. So 2-on-2s, they kind of like it's almost like an all-star game, right? So like you implemented different things, you kind of mixing together two different styles. And me and Street Hymns are two totally different battle rappers, but we ended up making it work that day. And I feel like the main narrative in that battle was like Farrah's seductiveness versus the virginity of Street Hymns. You know what I'm saying? So it was like the clash of those two. So
yeah.
So with this battle, it was like this one-on-one competition, okay? And so not only that, but Vixen has been hot lately, right? So she comes in and she shocks the world with DNA. Right after that, she follows up with another battle of the night versus Lady Flames, who's also on fire, right? So she to the majority of the people, she edges out Lady Flames. Then she follows up. She wins Woman of the Year. Not only does she win Woman of the Year, then she battles EK on the Riot. She headlines her first time in LA on the Riot. And regardless if you had her winning or not, right? What ends up happening though is that she steals the show. She's the most talked about. She goes viral for the little, the butt shaking, the butt grabbing and stuff like that. And so, everybody's talking about it and her bars and stuff. And so I see that and I say, man, like not only am I battling Vixen's talent, but I gotta battle her fan base. I can't let this go to the polls. I can't let this go to the fans. I can't let this be up for debate because if it goes up for debate, it's gonna swing her way, and we've seen that times.
Exactly.
And DNA have given their some of their best showings last year, and they went toe to toe with Vixen, and because it was even, Vixen, the tie almost went to the runner, and so her winning Woman of the Year, getting all this attention, I had to make sure that I went in there. And I just kind of leveled up, you know what I'm saying? And I was showing respect to her too. I don't ever want people to think because the Kings go in there against the Queens, like they gonna mail it in. You know what I'm saying? Like the same Loso you got against JC, I wanted to bring that same Loso for Vixen.
Right. Now, in terms of, I mean, just in terms of the card in general, like, was that the consensus amongst the guys? Like, yo, we gotta show them that we not playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, how important was it for y'all as a collective to go in there and not play with them? You know what I'm saying? Just for women's battle, because I think y'all did a service by going as hard as y'all did.
So for the first Kings and Queens, I don't think they were unified. I don't think John, DNA, Clips, even though that they actually were probably closer friends than the 5 that we were on this card this time, but it just didn't look that way. Nitty, all the dudes who were on Swamp, all the dudes who were on that card, it seemed like when they were rapping, like they weren't really behind them. They weren't really like, you heard the girls. The girls were like, in that first Kings and Queens, like you heard them every time. Hey, make like, even when after Vixen finishes her 3rd round against DNA, the girls come out and start hugging her, like almost like they should have like put the Gatorade, dumped the Gatorade on top of Vixen. That's how
DNA though.
Yeah, it was DNA, right? And so, so for this one, fun fact, and people don't know this, the unification, if that's the right word I'm using, the unifying of the guys this time actually came from Averb. And regardless of what you want to say about his performance, I'll say this: he hit us all up. He put us all in a group chat. He was checking in on us, bro. He was making sure that we was all ready when we got to
the irony.
Yeah. When we got to Cali, bro, he was letting us know, like, yo, where y'all at? He even told us, he said, yo, we're all pulling up to the event together. Don't go separate. Everybody's riding. He said, when we battle, we're gonna be right behind each other. All this stuff. Like, he had us, and he said, bro, we're not about to let these females win. He even did the IG live. I don't know if you guys caught it. He put us all in the IG live the morning of. So, Verb just had that mentality, and he put all of us in a position to kind of think like, yo, you know what? All of us have to win. We're not just trying to win our own battles, but we need to make sure all of us are ready.
So let me ask you. Oh, go ahead.
I say that to say this though. We did have a sparring session, and I've been in, because you on hundreds of cards as a battler, so you spar with different people. But this time, myself, Tay Rock, JC, and Rock were outside, and we was like in this cipher, and we just going round for round, boom. And it was like the greatest sparring session I've been a part of.
That's fine.
But we heard everybody's rounds except for Verb. So Verb, you guys were hearing Verb's rounds. That's when we were hearing them. That was our first time here.
Come on. Y'all was in the cipher. Tay Rock rapping, you rapping. Why the hell what Averb's winning? A wire or something? Why he ain't rapping?
What was crazy is that we told Verb, we said, Verb, yo, we all going downstairs. And so we all went downstairs and we started rapping. But Verb, I don't know if this just may be his thing. And I noticed with some of the vets, they don't really spar like that, you know what I'm saying? Or they don't, or at least maybe not with everybody. So it's weird because, he was definitely, like I said, he had a group chat for us. He was communicating with us all the time, making sure we was prepared. But when we were sparring, Verb did not want to give his rounds off. He said, yo, I'm not doing it. And so he didn't even want to hear our rounds, though. He did get my first round. I gave him my first round. But other than that, so we were, so to answer your question, bro, going into the event, we knew like, yo, we have to win it for the guy. We can't let them win 3 out of the 5.
Right. No,
they almost did that.
It's just, Verb is probably, the old era sparring with people was like kind of frowned upon. Like sparring with people you're actively going to be battling, that was like kind of frowned upon until like you guys kind of came along with the Real Six Homes. Y'all spar a lot, so
yeah,
that's probably why Verb probably didn't want us. But he should have sparred.
Well, I mean, as an MC though, okay, I got 2 questions for you on this whole sparring session thing.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
As an MC, have you ever had a moment where everybody going around and like, okay, that's dope. All right, that's dope. And then you get to the one homie that's in the cipher and it's like, this is trash. Yeah. Has it ever happened? And has it ever, you don't got to name names, but has it happened with like top and people that we kind of are
and did you tell him it was trash?
Right. Thank you.
I have a rule though. It depends when they call me. I have no problem. Yo, I am not a yes man at all. I have no problem letting somebody know, yo, that's not gonna work. This not like sometimes though, my opinions are just my opinions though. It may work. So for instance, I'll give you a prime example, right? Obviously, I spar with the Horseman. So Saga, if you guys can remember when he battled Snake Eyes, right? This was like Saga's like, he was rebranding himself as Sensei. And he was like, yo, Loso, I'm gonna start doing this, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
he shows me the idea of the snake is in danger, right? As soon as you hear he did a little sound effect, snake is in danger. He showed it to me and I said, Saga, that's whack. That's corny. I told him that. I was like, yo, that's corny. I said, that's just not going. He says, nah, bro, I said, nah, don't do it. And he was like, nah, I'm going to do it. Boom. You know what? That ended up being one of his biggest haymakers of all time. You know what I'm saying? And it shook the damn room. And so there's probably some other instances where I've kind of like, bad news, right? I started with bad news before he battled Tay-Rock. And he showed me the Free Willy line, right? I jump over Rock and hit the wave. I said, News, you could dress that up better. As a writer, I just felt like, yo, the setup, you could have done this, maybe even flip the punch or something like that, right? Like, it was too simple. Jump over Rock, I'm Free Willy, jump. I was like, you could do something with Free, Will he, like, do something like that, right? News tried to change it. News went and said, all right, Los, you know what? I'm gonna listen to you. He went back and he changed it, and he did not like it. He did not like it. He said, Los, look, bro, I know you told me to change it. I know you ain't like it, but you know what? I'm gonna just rap it the same way. He goes and he shuts the building down with the way he does it. So sometimes, I give my advice, but hey, if they take it, they don't, and sometimes it works. Now, I say that to say this: I'm not a yes man, bro. So I have no problem telling them. But I do have a rule though: if a battler calls me 2 weeks in advance, maybe sometimes even a week. If they call me with a week in advance, a little more than a week, 2 weeks, and they start sparring material, and I'm not sold on the material, or I'm just like, I'll tell them straight up, hey, that's not gonna cut it. Rewrite, do this, do that. And I got people who do that to me. You know what I'm saying? Wow. But after a week, I don't do that because I know what it does mentally.
Okay.
And at that point,
doubting yourself.
At that point, they don't really have time to go ahead and rewrite and then memorize and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe unless it's like, somebody like a drugs that, they can just do it, within a couple of hours. But like the majority of the battlers, I won't do that after that. What I will do though is help them with delivery. I'll tell them, hey, when you get to this line, slow it down. But as far as like bars or just a total round in general, I won't tell them like, yo, that's not it, because it's gonna go ahead and mess with their morale. And you know what? Even with terrible content, sometimes you could deliver in a way where you still might be able to, make something happen out of nothing. And so Don Marino against Rum Nitty. He'll even tell you this if he ever talks to you. He ended up sparring with like maybe about 3 guys, and I won't mention them, and 3 top tiers, and they all told him, like before the battle, bro, before he gets on stage, yo, that's not it. They tell him like, so it messes up with Don, right? It messes up with Don, and
yeah, that's funny as hell.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously he ends up choking that battle and stuff, but like, even if you feel that way, there's no way a dude is gonna pull me outside and say, yo, I'm about to go up next. Let me wrap these rounds to you. The only thing I'm gonna do is encourage him. Hey man, go in there, bro, kill it. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Even though deep down I may be like, this ain't enough material to go ahead.
To die.
At the same time, though, it's just no way, bro, that I could go ahead and do that. So I do critique material very, very harshly prior to the battle. But when it's up, when it's getting close to that date, my job at that point is just encourage and try to give him a couple points that I think may help him out.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Damn, that sucks though. That why that could explain a lot right there.
That would explain a lot. Cause I'm gonna be honest, like if I'm sparring and it's Clips and it's Lux and like, you know what I mean, somebody like Ice or somebody, and I spit and I go around the room, Ice, yo, that's not it, Wolf. Like I'm a feel away. I am. I know I am. You know what I'm saying? Or even what about this scenario? Y'all go around. Okay, that was dope. But this nigga about to leave Earth. Like, has that happened to you? Like, yo,
that was happening when we were sparring, bro. Like when we were sparring, my second round, I racked my second round, bro. Right, and when I sparred the J Black smack white line to them, bro, it was like, no lie, I'm not trying to be like, they just scattered, bro. They lost their mind, and they literally told me, they said, Los, you're going to shut the building down. I didn't think it was going to shut the culture down on social media, but they were like, you're going to show. And so, but everybody who I sparred with kind of had that feeling. But when Rock and JC and them heard it, they were just like even T-Top, when we were sparring, T-Top had to go after me, and I wrapped my first round. T-Top was like, damn, I got to go after that. Like, because, he's a different type of battler. So, his material was going to, you don't want it to kind of look like we're competing. But yeah, sometimes it may seem like that, and almost subconsciously, you start being insecure of your own material. But you got to think like, nah, you wrote your own stuff, and you got your own opponent, so you go ahead and just do your thing.
Wait, so when you did the J Black Smack White, the camera angles was panning. How did you set that up with the camera?
Yeah, so check this out. So twofold. So first, when I started sparring just on the phone to whoever. So when I wrote the line, I didn't think the line was that crazy. I knew it was cool, right? I knew it was good. I didn't think it was that crazy. But this is when I started getting confirmation. I rapped it to Chilla Jones. I rapped it to Real Sick. I rapped it to, obviously, all of the Horsemen. Every person I sparred that line to, when it got to that point, bro, they lost their mind. They stopped. Like Real Sick, he had the third round for Mike P, where he kind of like, breaking down Mike kind of like almost, trying to fit into the culture. He literally said, yo, I wish I would have wrote that. That's the highest compliment from any writer. When they look at your bars and they say, damn, why did I not think of that, right? So all of these battlers had the same reaction. There wasn't one guy who did not react like, yo, what did he just say? They like Kid Chaos. I rapped on, he lost his mind. Everybody lost their mind. So I knew going into my second, I was sitting on a bomb. I knew I was sitting on a bomb, bro. I knew once I got to this line, it was going to do damage. My problem was, how was I going to deliver it? So I'm in the hotel maybe 2 days before the event, and I'm sparring on FaceTime with Saga. And I do something where I kind of go back and forth, and Saga says, Loso, rap that line again. And so I do it again, and he says, yo, when you do the J Black, put your fist up. Like, put your fist up, like, for Black. And for every whether you're talking about Pastel, you're talking about Swave 7, make sure you do, you do a mean face or something. So I started practicing that. But Saga gave me the idea to almost like juxtapose it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this side is her white side, this side is her black side. So what I end up doing, I get to the event early. Now, during the Ultimate Madness tournaments in Virginia, Emerson Kennedy was there, and one of his practices is that he gets to the venue before everybody else, and he'll get on stage and he performs. He performs in game speed, like as if he was really battling. He'll perform in game speed, and he'll do it on the stage exactly how, so he could already have in his mind how it's gonna look. So he calls me the morning I was supposed to battle Nunna. He's battling Blue Easy. And so I said, let's go. We go there and we go into the caffeine building, and they allow us to perform. When I came back weeks after and I battled Ryder and he battled Prep, we did it again. We did the same thing. And so I said, man, you know what? This is such a great tool, a great memorization practice tool. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it every time. So this time we get to the event a little early. The females aren't there, and the guys are scattered. But I go straight onto the stage and I start practicing. And now the cameramen are all there. So I see the cameraman and I say, yo, I got this part of my second round. If I start looking at the cameras different ways, are you guys going to be able to pick it up? They said, man, we'll try. You know what I'm saying? We'll try, but because we don't know when you're going to do it, we'll see. So, but because I knew that they were going to try, and I know JB's a professional. Yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what? I'm going to just do it, and hopefully they pick up on it. That's why if you watch the clip, when I start my first line, right? She knows the hood is watching when Champion interviews her, so she has to make sure that she acts right. You'll see the camera pan, but they don't know the timing in which I get. But once I get in that pocket of tap, she get a tap, night. You know what I'm saying? When I get in that pocket, boom, JB snapping. Now, in real time, I don't know this, right? All I know, and I told myself, I said, man, you write 12 minutes of material. You're human. You're going to stumble over some words. I said, look, I could stumble over anything else. This part has to be perfect. The only this bar lands is if everything around it is perfect. And so from there, bro, I went into I just blacked out and I said, boom. I started hitting it. I performed everything perfect the way I thought. And when I knew the Smack White was on, I was like, in front of Smack. That's why, I hit it like this, White. And then the boom, even though it wasn't that many people, Papoose gets up out of his chair. Surf starts running. The caffeine guys who don't watch battle rap like that, they're just familiar with J Black and Smack White.
Right.
Their minds, bro. And obviously all the battles. And at that point, I just knew, I knew I was sitting on a bond, like I told you. And even Vixen's she knew what that line was. And I still didn't know though how much of an effect it was gonna have on the culture. But bro, my phone has not stopped getting hit up since I've gotten to stage, bro.
Bro,
hold on.
It was so dope. It was such a contract. Yeah, Polo, go ahead and
oh no, my fault. No, I just wanted to. Yo, we got 200, 300 in the live. Please hit the likes on your way in. Everybody pulling up, hit the likes, and we got a donation from my man Rex Bar Guy. Salute the fam, $100.
Appreciate you, bro. Big time, man. Salute to everybody in here now.
Were you a little confident going into the second, being that she started off the first round and she kind of was stumbling, she was choking, her material was just it was just all over the place. Did that give you an extra amount of confidence?
So I was thinking like, yo, I wanted to win the coin toss, right? I wanted to end the battle for this particular one, but when I lost the coin toss and I went first, I said, okay, you know what? I watched her DNA battle. And Flames and Emerson Kennedy. DNA, he's not like, he gives you your space as a battler. Lady Flames is a great writer, right? Great rapper, but she's stationary, right? She's not as energetic as Vixen. Emerson Kennedy, his material isn't that direct. Even though he moves, he's not like on you. So I wanted to show her the same type of energy she gives her opponents. I'm going to go ahead and show it. And so that's why in the beginning, you see me like on top of her and barking. And I think she felt that. And so I think what I'm going to assume is that she probably felt like her first round wasn't as good as my first round. So she has to go ahead and add some rebuttals. But the rebuttals weren't, one, they didn't hit. And then not only did it not hit, but then she couldn't find a way to get into her round, right? She forgot her spot. And so at that point, she's playing catch up. I just went on a 20-6 run. Now she's playing catch up the whole time. And if you don't have like a crazy stretch, it's not going to work. So what ends up happening is she's down. And when I get into my second, now Polo, to answer your question, I already knew though. Like I told you, remember, I already had this second locked in the bag. People were telling me to move it to my third, but I said, nah.
I like the second. That was perfect.
The second, I
want to go up 2-0 going into the third. I do not want to go in 1-1, bro. You know, the chat will make everything 1-1 if they can, bro.
Right.
So, I needed to be undeniable, and I had that round as a for sure book in the bag. And so after she finished her first, I said, oh, this second is even going to hit even more because the fans smell blood in the water. So yeah, man, it was perfect.
It was so it was contrast in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Like the rapping part, like you were the pursuit of viewers and lure support. Like when you got into that, oh, she don't rap like that, by the way. I said, oh no, he's bugging.
And so Tony, so check this out. So all of this is calculated, bro. All this is calculated, right? When Vixen said Loso can't rap better than me, I was like, all right, what we talk? So if you just want to say, yo, I can beat him in a battle rap, right? Because I've beaten better writers, right? JC is a far better writer than I am, right? But I knew I can beat him in a battle. There's other guys who have battled who have better pens, but like when you say the words, you can rap better than me. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna battle you, but I'm gonna do what you do. But my goal in that battle was to do the 10 other things that you don't do in battles. You know what I'm saying? Flow switches, all that stuff. So when I say they let you move through the doors because the room will absorb, they use you the pursuit of viewers and look. You know what I'm saying? And I already
that shit was hard.
So I ain't gonna lie. Yo, your second round was making me so mad. I'm like,
so when I'm doing it, right, they're using you the pursuit of you. She don't rap like that, right? I wanted to break the fourth wall, like Deadpool, right? So like at the fans, I'm letting you know I'm here, but I'm there too, and I'm letting you know it's about to get dark. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And so like that's showmanship. That's like there's certain attributes for battlers that we don't ever like take into account, or we don't think that like it's a big deal. So like we highlight the punches and we highlight the pen, or we highlight the angles, right? But there's aspects of like, you know, even me being aware of where the cameras were, me being aware of like, you know what, I'm flowing like this. This is something that Vixen doesn't do. But in case the people at home are not understanding what I'm doing, let me break the fourth wall real quick and let the fans know, yo, she's not, I know for a fact she's not going to do it in none of her rounds because she's not capable of doing it. So let me get back to this. Well, you know, let's get back to the schedule programming, right? Boom. Right. That's what I get in my pocket. And so it was showmanship to show you guys, yo, Loso's in full control. He's in full control. He knows what he wants to do. there's a point he's getting at, and we were getting there, bro. So that's why that second round was so airtight for me.
Man, tough round, and for sure. I mean, you not just that, but even the way that you breaking this down, right? We've done interviews before. I think that you've gotten more strategic over the time, and things like that, and you've gotten better at like painting a picture, driving a narrative. You always had the angles, but now you drive a narrative. I'm gonna take something from Mike P because he put some out on Twitter. You feel like right now you're in your prime as a guy.
I do, bro. Dude, I feel like I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. So my biggest problem when I got in, because you got to think about it. So let me say this, and I hope nobody's offended, right? But I'm gonna be real.
I don't care if they're offended.
So I'm gonna say this: when you see like a guy like Easy the Block Captain, right, who I think is amazing right now, Holmesy, these guys who are like almost rebranding themselves on URL.
Right. Shout out to Holmesy, yeah.
But in a way, we're kind of allowing them to rewrite history. That's fine. They're killing it. Holmesy just went through a gauntlet. I feel like he went through the hardest tournament gauntlet that we've seen so far, right? Easy the Block Captain has been on a tear, and he's bringing this energy to battle rap stuff. Here's the thing, though. When we're calling them rookies and stuff, we have to understand they're not true rookies, really, right? Because they've been battling for a long time. You know who was a true rookie in battle rap? Loso. Really Derrick Rose. I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Because when I got in the game, right, my rookie year, I was making the champion list. My rookie year,
talk your talk,
right? My rookie year, I was headlining and bullpen in the South. Like I was the face of the biggest league in the South. My rookie year, I debuted on Keenan the Dot's Blackout. John had never done Blackout. John's never done Blackout. My rookie year, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to RBE and I'm battling Jay Murder, Show Off, and Daylight. You know what I'm saying? I beat Daylight in a judge battle. You know what I'm saying? Like these things, like that's rookie accomplishments that you're looking like, yo, this guy we had never seen before. He came out of nowhere. So all that to say this, Tony, bro. My biggest problem though is that success had blinded me. I thought I was better than what I was, bro, and I have no problem admitting it.
Wow.
I was better than what I was.
Break that down.
Yeah, I need to understand.
I'm gonna say this, bro. I vividly remember there were some people. It wasn't a lot, but there were some people who were telling me like, "Yo, Loso's not that good, right? Loso's setups are terrible. Loso is not a good writer. Loso is slow to the punch. Loso's angles are sloppy and stuff, right?" And I was like, you know how I respond? I was showing my verse tracker. I was showing how I'm cracking 200,000 views on battles. You know how me and B-Dot did 500,000 on a non-URL battle, and I hadn't even touched URL. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I respond. So I would respond with an emotional answer to a factual problem that they had about me, right? And it'd be similar to this, Tony. It'd be similar to like you. Let's say you were a vegan or something, and you walk into McDonald's and you like, listen, McDonald's, this food is not healthy. It's not gonna work. You know what you guys need to do? You guys need to go to plant-based products. This is healthy. It's gonna help the body, yada yada. You could be 100% right, but you know what McDonald's gonna do to you? They're gonna say, yo, Tony, bro, you see them yellow arches outside? Only billions served every day. They're gonna look at you. You know why you're wrong? Because they're saying, yo, we're successful. And so my problem was that I was so successful in the beginning that I was blinded, and I did not know that I was not as good as I was advertised. I just wasn't, bro. And I'm humble enough to say that now. And now, so obviously,
man,
I get to my right there, man. You got to think about it, bro. Like everybody was like, there was literally a talk for 3 years from 2016, 2017, 2018. The talk was, has Loso even lost? You know what I'm saying? Has Loso even lost? Like that's what they were saying. And so then obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like I end up choking bad in the Brizz battle. Not only did I end up choking in that battle, all of the top tiers are on stage, and everyone, that one battle, it just took the one round. It was just one round. Yeah. The one round was Loso's not even good. And so I sit back for 5 months, bro. I sit back and I say to myself, I got to change something, bro. And I have to be humble enough to know that I don't have it figured out, because thinking I have it figured out had me in a place in the culture where they were ready to put me in the back burner. I was the poster child, and then now all of a sudden they were like, "Oh yeah, you got to restart over here." And so I said, "Okay, you know what? I'm gonna work out these kinks. I'm gonna study the game tapes. I'm gonna watch my battles that were not good. I'm gonna see where I'm at, and let's see where we go from here." And ever since I came back, which was my first battle versus Prep, I feel like every single battle since then has been like this tear of Loso proving to the world, you thought I was good then. This is me really like putting all the tools together. So that's why like I'm not offended when people are now all of a sudden saying Loso has a good pen. I'm not offended when people are saying, yo, he knows how to control the room, because like I know how to put it together, bro. And that was my problem at the time. You know what I'm saying? And then now I fit. So to answer your question about me being in my prime, bro, I just feel like it's not because I just feel like I got all the tools figured out. I think it's because for the first time in my battle rap career, I'm humble enough to say like, yo, I still need to learn. I still need to grow. And that's the scary part. That when a battler is ready to go ahead and admit that, that's the scary part. You want them in a place where they're saying, yo, I'm nice. I'm not afraid to compete with anybody, but I know that I can lose to anybody. I have a healthy fear for my opponents. And if I'm not prepared, if I'm not like strategically prepared for this person, he could get me out of here, bro. And so that's where I'm going, man. I'm shooting that way.
Wow.
Let's stay in that pocket. So when you battle Brizz, the whole, all the top tiers was there, everything was there in that one round. Do you feel like if you could do that again, would you approach anything differently, or would you feel like you would wait off to take that battle in a 3-round battle, or what do you think?
Yeah, so at the time I didn't even want to do the battle, right? I didn't want to do the battle because I had already planned to finish. So I had my contract at my job, which I was a teacher. I'm not sure if everybody knows, but I was an English teacher. Yeah, I was an English teacher for 4 years, right? But I was getting to a point where I was like, yo, I'm doing concerts every weekend. I'm making good money battling, speaking engagements like that. So like I didn't need to teach, even though I love teaching. I was gonna resign that June. Well, I already made up my mind that I wasn't gonna battle the top of 2019. John hits me up because Julio Jones from the Atlanta Falcons wants to throw a Super Bowl event. And so,
that's a flex.
Yeah, you can't say no to that.
Yeah.
When I get contacted, and Julio known with a sworn sponsor and stuff, and so when I get contacted, a couple of things hit in my mind. It was like, okay, it was Brizz. It was a Super Bowl event. Everybody was gonna be there. It was a 1-rounder, even though I got hit up short notice. I felt like I could go ahead and knock it out. And then it was Julio Jones, DC Young Fly, like everybody who was there, and they knew me, and they wanted me to battle on the card. And so I felt like, even though I should have, I felt like I could not miss on this opportunity. But that's the problem. That was my problem at the time, right? Like I felt like I had to be on every big card, and I didn't have the mindset of like, yo, you live to see another day type of thing. So right in. And even up into the battle, I was thinking about like just backing out, but then the C Money and K-Shine joint wasn't going down. So not only, you got to think about it, a lot of flack John was getting around that time, or he was going to get when it went live, is because no one knew it was 1-rounders. And you were paying, I think it was like $5, right? And people were finding the day of that these were 1-round battles. So if I would have backed out, they would have had only like 3 battles on the card that day. And so John's my brother, right? I always tell everybody to this day, there is no Loso without John, right? Without John. Granted, I had to write my material and perform and stuff, but
that helped. That spotlight. He
put me in a position for people to even start looking at me. So I wanted to go ahead and take the battle, and that's when I took the battle. I took the battle, and obviously it was crazy because every time I rehearsed, there was not one time. And I went through my material all the way through. And so what ended up occurring in the battle, obviously, is what ended up happening on my rehearsals. So, yeah, man, it was like a perfect storm for me. And then after that, I had to, like I said earlier, man, I had to think, not that how do I rebrand myself, but how do I just like take all the kinks out of my armor, man, and just make Loso a better battler moving forward.
Okay, we got Drizz right here. He gonna post up real quick.
Brizz.
I'm only here to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, don't mind me, man. I'm an idiot, bro. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. All right, I was slightly pandering. I ain't gonna lie, I was slightly pandering.
Okay.
But like you did Vixen filthy. I just want to say I'm sorry. I'm not ducking you. I'm sorry. I was wrong.
Nah, you good, bro. You good. It takes a real man to say that, man.
White, you was wilding on her. You was wilding on her.
Word.
I'm sorry, bro.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, bro.
Yo, salute to you, Drizzy.
Word. Drizzy like he about to go meet Franklin somewhere. Chill out, Drizzy.
Yo, snowboarding season's getting me tight, by the way. But
358 in the chat. Definitely hit the like. You know, I want to make sure that everybody is here. We got Loso here. We may do some cam ups with the fans and all that, and we get to that later. But shout out to Weed and Battles TV. $4.99. He says, I see Loso took my advice, except the beard.
Man,
good
I don't
30.
know.
You did
I don't
good.
know. I don't know. I think I know who Weed and Battles is. And if he is, if he's who I think he is, he pissed me off.
Oh, yeah?
He put out a blog. He put out a video saying Vixen was going to 30 me. That Loso's too soft. There's no way. He said, like, Loso's not a man. That's exactly what he said. He said, Loso's.
He said, you're not a man.
Nah, he didn't say that. He didn't say that.
He did, but what he was trying to say was, like, I'm a little boy. Like, Vixen's a grown woman, and I'm a little boy. I don't know if he was, like, trying to talk about my stature, but he was saying, like, I need to grow a beard. He was like, you can't handle this, yada, yada. And I ain't gonna front, bro. It pissed me off when I saw that one, bro.
Right.
And so that made me even, get a little crazier in obviously my approach for it.
This is the perfect segue to there is a
wait, don't say that. You gotta say
flat. Well, I'm gonna keep it cool, Polo. I know how to do it. There is a gentleman from Pontiac, Michigan, and came up Mike Murderers, and shout out to JC and Ill Will as well, Team Hami and all of that. He has a song out calling you the F word. Now, it's a very derogatory word for a homosexual person.
We cannot say that on here.
Now, Loso, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's catchy. It is. But and I'm gonna be honest, because I played it multiple times. I nodded my head to it.
You know who just told me that, bro? DNA. DNA's my boy, and DNA said, Los, I'm gonna be honest, bro. He said, I'm mad that he put the song out, but I play the song a lot. I just don't recite when he says what you said. Like when your name comes up, I don't say it. I blank that part out. But everything else I love. He
said surf 144 first. Crazy on that. No, time out, man. Why you didn't jump in the booth and get back at him just off the strength of that?
Man, so for that one, I felt like obviously that was, like he was aiming at a bunch of different people there, but obviously he titled it what he titled it. But I'll be honest though, personally, like if he said like Loso's trash, Loso's this, Loso's that, I have no problem doing that, right? Like I mean, me and Twerk went back, we went in Diss Record, I did my version of the top tier joint, and so I got no problem doing that. But I felt just personally, what I'm saying, and I don't have no ill.
Speak your wisdom, bro. Talk about it. Yeah, he called you it, not us. It's cool.
But I do feel like he was using language that was not battle rap terminology, right? Like not competitive sports. So when you start saying the word that you guys didn't even want to say,
right? We're not gonna say it.
I feel like you were confusing some of the fans. Like I had a lot of people saying like, "Yo, does he really have a real issue with you?" And I have to keep telling them like, "Nah, he don't." You know what I'm saying? Like he really, it's not that. But so I just didn't. I didn't want to pay them no attention, bro. And the fact that RBE had posted it on their channel, I also felt a type of way. You know what I'm saying?
You felt the way about that? You felt like because it was past.
That's a lot of views.
Yeah.
Like what you feel like they're kicking the dog in the fight type of thing. What do you?
I mean, granted, Mackk Myron, I guess, is an RBE guy now. You know what I'm saying? So I understand them putting it on there, but I don't know, man. I just, me personally, and that's why I didn't publicly say nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound like a poor sport or nothing like that, but I just left it alone, bro. And now, Pete, not too many people know, but he and I, we were supposed to be the co-main event for the John and Ace Amin card. I was contacted for it. And the only reason why I didn't do it is because what I have on my plate right now. So now that's why you never saw a flyer. No deposits were sent out. So, it wasn't no bad business or nothing on either part. But John did ask me. He asked me actually multiple times because we were trying to do T-Top and Loso on that card, but we didn't do the T-Top because John had like another theme. He wanted like a grudge type of thing. He was like, look, I want the Mackk Myron battle. I told him to go and rate for the Mackk Myron battle because KOTD tried to get it. Other leagues had tried to get it, and they didn't want to pay what I thought. It was just my price. It's just my going price. That's what I get paid at URL. And if you want me to battle, that's what you got to pay. So, but because John's my brother, I'm willing to go ahead and negotiate. So I did tell him that I was going to do it, but I already was locked in for this 1-round battle that I had on February 27th. Kings and Queens was originally slated for the 13th, February 13th. Mm-hmm. A COVID situation happens. It gets pushed back. So I have a 1-round on the 27th. I have Kings and Queens on March 7th. Not only do I have Kings and Queens on March 7th, I actually leave Thursday to I go to Colombia because I have a music video shoot out in Colombia. And so I'm out, not Colombia in America, I'm talking about South America, Colombia, right? So I'm out about 4 days. And then I come back and I have another battle of a 3-round battle on March 27th. So to go ahead and do the March 20th card was almost going to be damn near impossible. You know what I'm saying? It was just going to be damn near impossible. So that's why you never saw a flyer, you never saw a trailer, you never saw – it was never no contracts, nothing like that. So, we were going to try to make it happen, but that was it. RBE.
But you feel like it's a bridge too far, though. I mean, I get the impression that you like we doing too much.
Where did this start from? I know he had a battle with A-Ward.
Yeah.
Did it start from there?
Nah, it was even before that, bro. He had already been taking shots, like in his other battles, and he had just told me, he had just said, "Yo." So there's something. I know he says it's just strictly competition. That's what he says. Like it's just strictly competition, right? To me, it did seem left field though, because I was like, Mackk, like we not even the same type of battle, what is, but like several times I remember he was doing a face-off with I think it was Big K, and they had asked him, they was like, yo, Mackk, who do you want next? And Mackk was like, Loso, that's the only battle, Loso and Av, that's the only battle I want. And so because of that, he starts going on this campaign. Like almost every battle, he was taking shots at me. Now you never see me do anything like that, but that's what he wanted. And honestly, for a long time, every time he was on Twitter and people were trying to paint the narrative like I was like ducking or I felt like I was too high, I told everybody, I said, yo, not one league on everything I love, not one league had contacted me. The first time a league contacted me was for the January King of the Dot, like little tournament in the beginning, right?
Sure.
And that's when they end up getting A-Ward and Nestle, but it was supposed to be Loso, Mackk Myron. Oh, they do Mackk Myron and Clone on that card, I think.
Right.
And it was supposed to be Loso, Mackk Myron, but King of the Dot, they kept it tall. They were like, hey, you know what? With the budget that we're working in, we can't do it right now, but we might do it later. And that was it. And then John was the second league that contacted me. But other than that, so I know to the fans, it seems like it's a little more than that. But if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't lose. I don't need it. I don't need it.
The Loso. If y'all battle, you have to smoke him. And you know what? Listen, I dig what you stand for. We might have to get lost, Loso. I don't know. Just one time.
Yeah, we might have to get
before
around.
You gave your life to Christ. We might have to get that guy back because he's talking crazy.
Yeah. Would you? Is it a preference to where you would like that battle to happen, or?
Nah.
The league doesn't matter. You don't matter. It don't.
It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I mean, I guess URL because, I mean, that's just where the most eyes are at, right? So like, it'll be cool over there. But but actually, he's actually went on record because I did not do the battle on the bullpen card. He's actually went on record and saying, like, he literally wrote, he said, look, I wish Loso the best, but I'm no longer interested in the battle.
Everybody says that to somebody. Hello, we got a deposit for you.
That's the cycle. That's the cycle, right?
We got a deposit for you.
But I'm, if he doesn't want it, he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But you're right. So I would say that. I would say URL. I mean, if any other league, you know what I'm saying, I would have no problem battling on them too. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Now we gotta play the names. We gotta play the name game, Loso. We gotta do that because this is what I do. This is what I'm about. All right. Couple names. Jada Nightwing, Holmesy the God, and Jerry West. You get those 3 battles booked, URL, whatever venue you want to go to. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Repeat the names again.
I said Holmesy the God, Jada Nightwing, and Jerry West.
Throw Chess in there too.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's throw Chess in there. So that's the 4 names. 4 names.
Throw Easy the Block Captain in there too.
No. We got it. 5? Easy? That's a crazy.
Yeah, those are all storylines he has right now.
That's true. But okay, so out of those 5 names, who would you be most interested in? Who do you think would be the toughest to write for? And who do you think is going to be a walk in the park, so to speak?
I like this.
Yeah.
So I'll rank them in the battles that I would want.
Mm-hmm.
So I would get Chess. Chess would be number 1.
Okay.
2, Easy the Block Captain.
Mm.
And that's because, obviously he's popped off and we have a mutual respect for both of our craft.
Right. Right.
I'll clash, you know what I'm saying? Like he's hot right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm hot right now, so that'd be fine. I'll say Easy Block Captain 2. I'll say Jada Nightwing just because I just think he's so amazing. You know what I'm saying? I think he's such a talented individual, and that'll be a fire conversation. A lot of times I like taking battles just because I want to know what the person's gonna say to me. Like I'm just curious, like to see like how they would break me down or whatnot. But Jada Nightwing 3. Jerry West and Holmesy is interesting because Jerry West to me is very, very difficult to beat because he's not out in the open. He doesn't talk a lot, right? And when you're not out, you don't talk a lot. It's a catch-22. One, you don't really give a lot of people stuff to kind of like say about you, right? Like it's not like I can go in there and create an angle on you and the fans are going to be aware because you're not really giving them much, right? But then on the flip side, it also hurts you too because you're not seen. So it's difficult for me to want the battle because it's difficult for me to market or promo it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Loso Jerry West is like, okay, but where's Jerry at? Like, why don't I see him on Twitter, Instagram? Why isn't he popping up?
Yeah.
But now Holmesy is the opposite, right? Holmesy's very active on social media right now. Holmesy is the Ultimate Madness tournament winner. He just battled, even though they got him losing to B-Dot and Rum Nitty, he went in there and he fought like he's swinging. You know what I'm saying? And Holmesy has been calling me out for years. So I think I would do the Holmesy battle before I do the Jerry West battle, because of that narrative. And I'm almost positive that the Holmesy battle might even happen before the Jada Nightwing battle.
Yeah,
I'm being realistic, just because of conversation that's been had. But
toughest. Who's going to be the toughest?
Yeah, he said Chess, I believe, right?
Yeah, Chess is going to be the toughest guy to write for
That's
sure.
the guy that I wanted to battle the most. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But
this is the order of who we want to battle, but who's the toughest to write for, though?
Toughest to write for is a subjective question, only because like I feel like I would have a lot to say to Chess. I would want to write for him. Now, if you're asking me who's going to be the toughest to battle, like who's going to be the toughest to compete against because I know that they get crazy, I would say Chess is number 1 in there. Right. Like a focused Chess is just like, I mean, come on, bro. A focused Chess is just one of the greats. He's just one of the greats, and he's only 21 years old, right? And so that would be the toughest matchup. I think Jada Nightwing would then be second. I'll put Easy third. I'll put Jerry West, when he gets in his punching, when he starts punching back to back, his punch count is crazy and they're effective and they land. And then no slight to Holmesy, but just out of the 5, I will put him 5th though.
Okay. How is it like prepare, like, whatever, like if you're gonna battle Chess, if you're not, but preparing for him, how is it like preparing for somebody that's that aggressive but still has like high level bars to match the aggressiveness?
Yeah, bro, he's a sneaky writer, bro. Like it's almost like he's punching every bar, and his aggressiveness, man, and he's such a talented man, bro. Like I'm a huge fan of Chess, but somebody like that, you got to be able to do what you do, and you got to do it well, man. And so, whatever Loso for, like I need to go ahead and take that and turn up 10 notches. So like, I gotta really have the showmanship. I gotta do things that he does not do. But same thing I would say, like for all my like I gotta match his energy. I gotta make sure that he's not in control at every time.
Right.
And so battling somebody like a chess, bro, is really difficult because you just know when he's heating up, you know what I'm saying? Like you look at his old red battle, right? When he gets into those pockets where he's like name flipping you and everything's landing, right? Like, the
inverse ab. He
long nose come out the trunk like an elephant, you know what I'm saying? But the wide nose come off the hippo, you know what I'm saying? Like he's in that bag, bro, and he's so comfortable when he's focused. So that's why I think he's just really, really dangerous. But and not too many times do I really focus on what my opponent is gonna do. But chess is one of those guys where I would have to sit down and lack of better terms, like I would have to like play chess and think like, okay, where's he gonna go this round? How's he gonna, flip my name or do this, or what do I need to talk to him to try to neutralize what I know for a fact you guys are gonna enjoy chess for? Because there's certain things that I can't do, right? I gotta let him rap. This isn't basketball where I get to guard him and stop his punchlines from landing. Nah, I give him a chance to rap, but when it's my turn, how do I change your perception on chess when it's my turn to rap? And so that's my comment.
Okay. And by the way, shout out to the live. Yeah, it sounds like it might be something in that notebook. If I pick up that iPhone and go to the notepad section,
just hand it like where his mind at on the diss song. That's gonna be a tough one. That like
crazy, and that's the thing. Like, even though people had him losing to K-Shine, I thought that was still a good chess though. Like Sean was just on another level. Like chess wasn't bad that battle. But so you get that, and then after that, people were like, "Oh, really, chess? Yada yada." You end up losing, but then they end up, he ends up putting this diss record, and you just it's a little version. It's not the same thing, but it's similar to like after Lux battle Arsenal, we all were like, "Is Lux really that good?" And we start thinking maybe JC could beat Lux, and then Lux goes on Funk Flex and he shuts all of us up. You know what I'm saying? And he gets right back on our Mount Rushmore because of the Funk Flex joint. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So chess is just a guy that like that small little diss record. You just remind yourself like, yo, his highs are like, even his mids are some people's career days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, his highs are like legendary moments, bro. And a guy like that, bro, there can't be any mishaps. You either one gotta hope that he messes up, or two that you are on your A game, bro.
No doubt, man. And shout out to the people 366 in the live. Hit the like. The stream is out there for you guys to do, Q&A, ask your questions, give your flowers, say your apologies as well, because some of y'all was talking crazy. Nice. But as always, get your phone, turn it horizontal, wash your face, and be respectful. All right, and get off the McDonald's Wi-Fi now. Okay, so yeah, go ahead, Polo.
How is A-Ward going about, because the Ill Will battle, that's a huge one. How's the small sessions going with that one?
Man, it's good, bro. I think this is the first time. Because Ilmac was a really tough one too. I think this is the first time for Ward where he's told me, he's like, yo, I gotta really think, because Ill Will is like a neutralizer, bro. Like if you're a tough guy, he's gonna look at you like, so what? Even if you're not a tough guy, right? Like he could just go up there and he could be funny, he could be hilarious, he could do whatever he wants, and he like Ill Will may not be top 5 in any like battle rap category, like what like writers, anglers, whatnot, but he's just really good in every category. He's just really, really good, and he's like a complete battle rapper. And so Ward's focused, bro. Like one thing about him, and this is why I tell people he's one of the best in the world, is you guys just think like it's just like the pure talent that's in him, but what it is his work ethic, bro. The man is already writing, right? Like obviously they battle April 3rd, but like for me, it takes me a while to like get the pen moving. Like I wish I was as quick as he is. He's similar to like somebody like B-Dot. Like me and B-Dot would get announced on the same card, and in 2 days, B-Dot would call me and be like, Los, listen to this round I got. I said, what? He's like, yeah, I got a round already. And like because B-Dot knows he has to get done like 2-3 weeks before the event. Ward, it's not that he has to get done because he has a good memory, but he's just like he has a dope job where he's able to kind of write on job, but he has time all day and he doesn't waste it, bro. Like he's locked in, and so that's what he is for Ill Will, man. And I think anybody who's a fan of battle rap knows that Ill Will versus A Ward is the best battle on that card, and that's the battle you need to make sure you are at your TVs if you're watching on pay-per-view or you're in the building for.
Right. That's the where's my lighter battle, you know, because some of us who partake in certain activities, we like to, where's the lighter at? This battle starting. That's definitely one of those. So, all right, and then you debuted at Gnome, which is a fact that we must never forget. Like that's a trivia card fact for Smack. You debuted at Gnome. Now, I know you already gonna say A Ward is worthy of doing the same type of thing. Mm-hmm. I put A Ward versus Real Sick at Gnome. What happens? What do you think?
Ooh. Are you asking me? Does
what's the what do you think that would be a good situation for
You know what's so crazy, Sonny, bro? Like I'm not even joking, bro. We were on the phone today, Ward and I, and we literally said URL needs to call Ward. Like Ward was like, "Yo, me and Sick no." I told him, I said, "Yo, Ward, what about Sick? Sick because Sick can get on Gnome now, right?" Like,
he announced that on our show yesterday.
Now I do know now because I was there this weekend. I do know the opponent that they.
He announced the opponent too on the show too.
He did.
He announced what it's looking like. JC.
Oh, okay. Who announced that?
Real Sick. He was on my show yesterday.
Yeah. So they basically talked about Real Sick and JC, which is fire, right? Like
very fire. Wow.
Watch that. But yeah, I just think that Ward should get that look, bro. It's just no reason why he shouldn't. What he's doing in 2021, where he's at in 2021, is definitely light years of where Loso 2018 was. Now, granted, what I'm saying, I was building up at that time, and we were able to crack through the door where I was able to get that Gnome play. But now where Ward is at, like why should, there's just no reason. Now, granted, I am in a lot of those conversations. I'm in the middle of a lot of those conversations, and it's both parties. You know what I'm saying? We just haven't came to a neutral, a common ground. You know what I'm saying? The twerk battle was on the table at one point. That fell. You know what I'm saying? Obviously because of the car accident. After that, Ward just felt like he wanted to be compensated. URL did not feel like they wanted to go ahead and compensate. They offered him Real Sick Volume 6, which personally, as A Ward's friend, I've even told him, I said, man, I wanted you to take that. But I understand why Ward was like, yo, you're not about to make me write another 3 rounds for free. You know what I'm saying? I just did that. And so moving forward, you know what I'm saying, they had offered him some other stuff and he just was not interested. We were supposed to, Ward's debut, we almost locked in. It was going to be a 2-on-2 with myself. You know what I'm saying? And we were on the double impact card. We were offered to be on this double impact card against Math Hoffa and Brooklyn Hands. But we did not do it because that was not the way we wanted to roll out Ward on URL. It would have been dope, right? It would have been dope. Okay. But I don't need to be taking any spotlight from Ward. Ward needs every eye on him when he debuts on URL. I also think that
Matt versus Hands?
Yeah.
It might have got bad for y'all. I'm gonna keep it clear.
Nah, I don't believe it.
Nah. The pen wise, y'all. Come on, the pen wise, I'm not questioning that, but just Matt.
Did you watch us?
You tripping?
Did you watch our first 2-on-2 versus Geechee and Vita?
No. Come on. Of course I seen that. What? That was crazy.
Oh, bro. No. Let me tell you something, bro. We did that and I mean, people in the chat, y'all can believe what y'all want, bro. But we have, and I wish we would have done a documentary on this, bro. We literally put that together in like a week, bro. And we were with each other for one day in practice, bro. We was like in person. So like if me and Ward, like we said, yo, they love that. Like we some of that stuff that we did was like in the hotel room, like the night before. And so if we could go ahead and really like lock in. Now, granted, I see now it is what it is, Polo. What I will say that you are right about, it is there's a matchup problem there, right?
Yeah, that's like a real bad cringe style clash.
It's a matchup problem because we could be wilding, and then all of a sudden, Math and Brooklyn.
They just start.
And we
Yo,
look
like,
you know,
I was gonna say battling dudes like Math is like he has the ability to diffuse like your pen, like, and that's kind of hard.
Yeah, well, you know, regardless of whatnot, like we didn't want the rollout for A-Ward to be like that. And so I do think that right now Ward is in a unique position because what people don't understand is that there's a lot of like Christians who were introduced to battle rap just because we started joining. So Ward, and I told Ward, you have a monopoly on the Christian fan base for battle rap right now, because the majority of them they're not going to pay $8 a month to watch the app. Loso's trapped in the app. Saga's trapped in the app. Street Hymns, he doesn't battle that much. So Ward, you have all the YouTube drops. You have your Riggs battle's about to drop. Your Nestle's battle about to drop. Any battle like you know, they're trying to, you know, lock A Ward versus Emerson Kennedy on this small league, which would be a fire battle. You know what I'm saying? So he has like, you know, he has the Ill Will RBE battle. That's going to drop on YouTube. So he has a monopoly right now on, like, to me, it's crazy because if you ask the culture right now, and it goes up every day, right? Like, who's the best horseman? I think 60% of the people would say like, yo, A-Ward's the best, right?
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me because I'm just like, I'm not crazy that he's the best because he is. But what I'm saying is, it's crazy that they're not following him though. Like when I look at his Instagram numbers, when I look at his Twitter numbers, they're lower than mine and Saga's. And I don't know why, especially the way you guys talk about him. To me, I'm like, I feel like he should be the most followed horseman and the most market. And maybe I'll make, you guys can chime in, but I feel like because he's white, it adds a different demographic that he could open up to. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like that's my thought. I don't know, Polo. Like, I feel like it opens up. I feel like it opens them up. So what I'm gonna get to is because he has a monopoly on YouTube right now. To me, URL has to offer him something more than just a battle. You know what I'm saying? If the crowds were back, then I'll be like, "Whoa, take advantage of that, bro. It's gonna be 2,000 people in that room, and you got the pay-per-view." You know what I'm saying? But if it's just the caffeine, you're signing a 2-year contract minimum when you get through the door with URL, and then on top of that, you're giving up consistent paychecks all over these other places that you're gonna say no to, right? You're not gonna be able to battle on RBE and King of the Dot. Then on top of that, you're giving up your YouTube drops, bro. You're not gonna be able to promote on Instagram no more and Facebook anymore like you used to, which would allow you to grow your fan base. And so that URL is gonna have to go ahead and I do think that they should. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, URL feels like they have all the leverage. Ward feels like he has all the leverage, and that's the problem right there. You know what I'm saying? That's
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's just like a lot of the things you name. A-Ward has all of that stuff, but what he doesn't have is like the URL backing. That URL backing, that's being seen on Caffeine, being promoted in email blasts, being promoted on Instagram. All that helps your page grow. Like that helps.
That does. But Polo, I'll say this, bro. Before I got the URL, man, I just remember like, bro, I was bigger than their URL guys, bro. Like I
remember that. I remember
one time. Shout out to Snake Eyes, he my boy. But I remember Snake Eyes try to clown me one time, and he was like, "Yeah, you wish you was in the NBA." And I said, "Right, you talking about URL?" And I said, "How are you in the NBA and I'm getting more All-Star votes than you?" You know what I'm saying? I'm making it's like if I'm not in the NBA, how am I? You know what I'm saying? So like, but my numbers were doing crazy. All this stuff was doing crazy, and so. What I was just saying, Polo, about like the growth is that it does confuse because like when I go on Twitter and I see the whole media. Now, granted, don't get me wrong. Right now, like and you know, battle rap, it's like this. So now, if you ask people who's the greatest, you know what I'm saying? Like all I've been seeing is Loso's the greatest Christian battler of all time, and I hate that conversation because they're not my competition. Those are my brothers. Yeah. I win. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, if you ask people right now, Loso is. You know what I'm saying? We've never doubted him. He's this, you know what I'm saying? And when Saga, you know, before he did his known battle against Mike P and he finished his B-Dot battle, right? And he was on that incredible run, everybody was saying Saga was, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's like this, you know what I'm saying? We understand that. But sometimes I feel like, okay, I see all y'all raving about my bro. Like, follow him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is it not true?
Because it's that URL stamp. That shit make we gonna fuck with him now. Like that just make a lot of people. And also, they figured out a way to like kind of kill YouTube. Like it's like everything comes out on the app.
Yeah,
they took away from YouTube, so they kind of figured out a way to kill YouTube. And everything is free now. You don't got to pay for pay-per-view, and it's like they figured out a way to monopolize the game.
I mean, moving forward, I hope that they come to a common ground.
But this Ill Will battle is huge for him, though. Ill Will on any league, you can battle Ill Will on the league. I'll make up next week. Ill Will's Ill Will. Like
so, Ill Will.
I told Ward. I said, Ward. Granted, everyone like we all want you over there. If Ward comes over there, that'll open even doors up for myself. You know what I'm saying, with possible 2-on-2 matches, all that stuff. But he doesn't. He has battles, bro. Right, like the Ill Will joint, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to work on getting him, the Return of Jonah battle. If he could get the Jonah return battle, I think that'll be fire. Iron Solomon battle, you know what I'm saying, out in KOT. He still has the Disaster battle that he can do. You know what I'm saying? Those are 4 big.
Disaster. Yo, disaster might go upstairs for A-Ward. That might be.
He definitely might go upstairs for A-Ward.
He might go.
Like, bro, like Ilmac went upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Like when you got those legends, they know. That tells me that Ward is that guy, bro, and that they know he's that guy. And so my thing is like he has those possible matches, those like pay-per-view, those like, yo, okay, this card has my attention now type of matches. And if he's getting those, I'm not mad. I understand you, Polo. It's like, yo, Ward, if you're not gonna be on URL, at least do some, get these Ill Will battles then. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you all the time,
don't battle Hurricane Jack, you know what I'm saying, out in, Iowa and nothing like that. I understand what you're saying. But at the same time though, I think that he has those big battles, so it's no huge rush. But
that's a battle. Wow, that's gonna be a goodie.
Yeah, it's gonna be, so all those battles are on the table and trying to get worked out, and I think that's fire. So back to my last point, I'll hand it to y'all. But what I'm saying is that, with the horsemen, you know what I'm saying, like that's how we kind of want to move. You know what I'm saying? So I hear a lot of conversations a lot. It's like, yo, who's the best horseman, right? I really don't. I feel like people don't do that with other groups. I feel like you guys don't sit back and have a debate on who's the best EFB member. Is it Geechee? Is it Nitty? Is it Jerry West? Like you guys let them be all great at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember hearing a conversation, yo, maybe Chef Trez might be better than Tay Rock.
We used to do that all the time.
We used to do that. I ain't gonna hold you used to do that.
For like a year and a half, Brizz was the best in.
Then when Av joined, Av the best one. Tay Rock, everybody.
NWX, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe I'm asleep, but I don't.
But you know what it is? It's just because like
for DNA, Kayshawn, and whoever else is in there, like I don't hear that.
But they was already who they was.
Yeah, exactly. You guys are like growing in front of our eyes. Like we watch you go from your rookie year to a veteran top year. We watching A-Ward now have an incredible rookie year. Now he's going for a soft. Like we're watching all you. The saga before quarantine, he was really good. Respectfully, and then the other guy, he's good too. So we watch y'all growing up.
Now, one thing I just want to get this in. Shout out to my man Q Flow. Q Flow is dope. He's dope. I tagged you to some of his work, but he says,
"Bro, did he make the list?
I don't know. Q, hit me up, man. Let us know.
I think he did. That's what he was having his vote on, correct?
Yeah. The list he was voting on. Yeah, because he was in that top.
Q Flow. I do see a comment. But a lot of CHA. Yeah, so I do know that some people do got the app. I know like you and I think I know somebody else, but what I was getting at is that like a lot there were like to me, I still got people who hit me up and like, yo, when are you battling again? Like they don't even know that I'm battling. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like which I understand, you know what I'm saying? I understand like, hey, times have just changed. Like, yo, we are on the app. And this is a business move, and I support this Black-owned business who's trying to go ahead and just get direct to consumer, right? That's what you guys want to do. Let's cut the middleman out. And let's just go straight to our hardcore fans. So I'm with all that. But there is a fan base on YouTube that or just in the world that just want to click on something for free and just say, okay, cool, I want to support it. So.
Okay, no doubt. And shout out, man, Q Flow. He didn't make the list, unfortunately, but his music is actually really, really good. Like I think there is a reflexive, like, okay, Christian rap, like, what are we doing? But it's great. Like, and he can actually rap it.
That's why when we came into the culture, man, I wanted to change that. Like when you heard somebody was like, yo, he a Christian battle. Like now though, like if you hear somebody's one, you like, oh, like Loso, like A-War, like Saga, like Street, like now we've set the standard.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an anomaly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was tough for us because we didn't have anybody who came before us and laid the blueprint on how to do this, how to operate in this realm, how to navigate through URL, RBE. We were the first of our kind doing it. And so, but yeah, I feel you. I get a lot of people to this day, you know, when they hear that I'm proclaiming my faith, you know, like I let my faith kind of pursue my talent. They kind of like, whoa, you what? You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's kind of that has to be corny. But I'm like, nah, watch one of my joints. You know what I'm saying? Watch one of my joints and tell me, like, am I nice? And that's the question.
Right. I think people just be afraid of getting preached to. And y'all fighting battles for the Christian community that they don't have to fight. Y'all laying the tracks in the snow. Like when people's like, yo, like, why he can't talk about guns? Like, and he's like, yo, what makes y'all think a Christian can't have a gun or protect his family or beat you up if you do something to me? Like, what makes y'all think that? It don't say all that.
What's crazy too, Tony, is that like I sometimes be finding myself like it's almost like I'm not good enough for either side because like I got the Christians, I got some people in the church telling me like, Loso, you're not Christian enough, you're not preaching enough, you're not this, that, and I'm like, damn, for real. And then I got the battle rap community. They're like, yo, we don't want to hear all that Christian. You know what I'm saying? You be preaching too much. And I'm like, damn, I can't please nobody. I'm too Christian for y'all. I'm not Christian enough for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's cool that, you know, I found my space and I'm like, man, you know what? I'm doing what I'm doing to the best of my abilities. And that's it.
Okay. We got another donation from Chris Barmore. He wants to address us. Please tell Tone and Polo about Bizzle, Jared Sanders, Andy Mineo, Show Baraka, etc. It's fire Christian hip hop. All right, bro. Hey,
if you got Apple Music, or Spotify, check all of things out, bro.
Okay, all right. 100%.
I'm gonna check them out after this.
You know what I'm saying?
Dan, it's been a great interview. I'm gonna give you the solo screen, and we you know me, we let them say whatever you gotta say. Anything you gotta say before you get out of here?
Yeah, something to tell the fans, things of that nature. Go ahead.
Hey man, you know what, man? Just thank you, man, so much for the support that you guys have been showing me, especially with this last battle that I had, man. If you guys want to hear more, go to everythingloso.com. It's my website. Go to my caffeine channel, Loso, and follow me. I got a new caffeine channel. I'll be starting a new podcast coming up called The Leap. I have more information for you guys in there, man. And stay tuned, man. We're going up all 2021, man. Salute the man. Salute y'all, man.
No doubt, man. Hey, we go, yo, Loso, media Loso. I'm ready. Because I like that y'all getting on this other side so y'all can see.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You know, it's not difficult. It's not difficult. It's very difficult.
Y'all performance only. Last thing, you know, all y'all guys, I'm DNA. Yeah, like y'all performances are getting way better now that you're in front of fans. You're talking on the camera more. Like that helps a lot.
Yeah. So real quick, man. Would y'all say I had performance of the weekend, or would you say somebody else? I have no problem saying. I just want to know where would you rank.
Okay, I'm gonna do.
This is both cards.
Okay, I'm gonna honestly. Honestly, I gotta really think about it, but it's definitely you, Real Sick, and Coffee to me. Gotcha. Up there.
Yeah, I think y'all are the three.
The three for sure.
Definitely the three.
Oh no! JC went crazy too.
JC was stupid.
What? I forgot about JC. God,
but
go ahead.
We left here with Loso's round 2, like in our minds, right? Like I left here with that.
Round of the weekend.
Definitely.
Okay, gotcha.
Round of the weekend for sure. Like, but like you said, I think those are definitely the 3. Hey, Loso, before you go, what did you elementary school teacher English or middle school? What demographic?
Yep, man, I was middle school. So actually, before I was a school teacher, I've actually only worked in the school system since I was like, 18. I did after school programs and all that stuff. Then I became an English and a history teacher from 6th grade through 8th grade, and that's everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the whole, it was a multicultural joint. It was actually a charter school for performing arts, and so I was there for 4 years, man. Loved it, bro. Some of those students are actually some of my biggest fans. They They follow everything I do, and I also did some high school too. I taught some high school as well, man. So, but you know, I mean, I feel like when it's all said and done, I'll probably be right back in the classroom because
right back in there. I say the same thing. I taught for about 2 years as well, and it was just like it was the best. Now they are older, they grown now, so they watch this show like, oh, Tone, this is kind of cool. I didn't know you was doing this, you know.
Fire. I learned that. I didn't even know that. I know you for how long?
Yeah, that's crazy. But Loso, man, we appreciate you, bro, for coming up here.
This is a fire interview, man.
Yeah, this is a great one, man. Thank you. We definitely gonna spin the block when your next battle get announced and all that.
Do it, man.
Sure.
Yeah, man. Hey, this year we get to that top 10 and not 10, and then that 5. You know what I'm saying? Can we break the curse at this point?
Yeah.
I realize being top whatever, like 10, what was 11, 12, whatever. That's dope. But we gotta get to them single digits, bro.
Single digits, bro.
Yeah, I would love to see some Christian battle rappers in the top 10. You know what I mean? Just for the word. That would be fire, man. Just to show the versatility of battle rap. It's not only about gun bars and all this. That would be definitely fire.
Bring the belt to Florida, man. Let them, you know what I mean? You know, let them see it.
I think there has to be a comment. I think it would be dope if you guys did this one day. You guys spent time and said, yo, who's the greatest battle rapper from each state? Like when you think of the state, I would pick Florida. There's some in Florida, but I would hope I've solidified myself as the greatest battler to come from Florida. I know it's difficult at some states, like New York. You know, you got a lot, like you got the go-to there. You know what I'm saying? But
I gotta separate the boroughs.
T-Rex is probably the greatest of all time from New York, man.
Low key, yeah.
It's
hard to argue against that. It's hard to argue against that. It is. Him,
even though Lux, I get it, everybody's Lux, but before Lux, you gotta go. Rex was beating everybody out here.
It's hard to argue against Rex for that. Okay.
But yeah, we definitely got to do this again. This is fire for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yo, salute, man.
No doubt. Loso, you be safe, bro. Appreciate you. All right. No doubt, man.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, man, we're gonna have all of Loso's information as far as Instagram, as far as Twitter. He's very active on there, so check him out on that. You know what I'm saying? And his show, we're gonna be checking for his show as well. You know what I mean? I'm anxious to see what he has to roll out for us, man. But fire, man.
That was, I ain't gonna lie, that was an incredible interview. I love how he was breaking down just like his performance, just how he was how he was breaking everything down.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you talk to battlers, it's very good to just get an insight on how they think, how they spar. You know, as analysts, whatever you want to call this, it's better to learn the sport.
Paulo, it's the attention to detail, right? Yeah. Like that type of thing separates the good from the great. You know what I mean? And this is somebody that's on a quest to be great at this, right? Like that to me is what I hear. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about the old interviews that we had and thinking about a time when admittedly he was a bit arrogant. You know what I'm saying? And
when he broke down the Brizz, that was crazy. Like that was crazy. Man. That was a goodie. I'm definitely gonna go back and watch this. We have the radio show. The radio show is gonna be after this. That's the real. You know what I mean? I tried hard not to talk about the damn recaps because I was saying because I want to argue with Posey. So want to argue with Posey. And so and then we got I don't even want to say this on air.
Yeah. Join the Discord.
Join the Discord. We got a special Discord battle, man. Nipsey versus Nas. Rest in peace to God, man. But yeah, let's get it. We out of here. Black Compass Media. Salute to everybody. Salute to Loso for pulling up. We out of here.
That's a fact, man.